Okay. There we go, we're live. How are we on my phone? There we go. Looks like there are no issues. Hold on. Okay, yeah, everything's looking good. Alright. We are back in the Colosseum. I know, it's been so long. We've been gone from Ore region for such a long time. But you know what I didn't do in between streams? I didn't trade. So I'm going to take care of that right now. Who's in my team? Might as well just show it on screen. It's not a big deal. Might as well let the stream get started a little bit anyway. I'm gonna trade some Pokemon. Gonna trade some Pokemon over to Ruby and stuff. We gotta do Mount Battle again. You know, I'm kind of delaying the inevitable. There we go. We'll start with that. Alright, since we gotta go and trade, I gotta go back to Fennec. I know, it's been so long since we've been back here. I missed it so. We are back. And we gotta do Mount Battle. Again! But we actually gotta beat it this time. Again. Actually beat it. Alright, so last time when I tried trading with Heracross, I didn't know how picky this was. Okay, so I have Ruby, and I have the trading cord. So I'll show you how picky this is. Okay, we're gonna save. Now, before you do anything, make sure this is already plugged in. Do not turn the power on. And do that. Plug it in. Make sure it's already plugged in here. And you have to be in a Pokemon Center, that's fine. Now it's working. It is very picky. You cannot turn this on beforehand. And this must already be in there when you plug it in. It is very picky. There we go. Trade over my legendaries. Because why not? By the way, nothing's really appearing on this screen. Yeah, it's just the logo and says please wait. Please wait. That's all it does. I know, the trade is so eventful. It looks so nice, clearly. Okay. Suicune. And we want Metagross. one more trade. Raikou. I still have the same items and stuff, so I didn't change anything. I still have the Mystic Water, the leftovers, and the black, not the black belt, the Hardstone equipped. Yeah, I know, trading in this game is so eventful. No, we're done. Okay, turn this off. And that's all good to go. Alright. And there they are. Yes. Heracross is back where she belongs for the meantime. Now, we can nickname her. That is a thing we can do. At the very least, the nicknaming needs to be done by the time we trade back. I could do Mount Battle as it is right now if I want to. I know I spent practically all my money on incense, but I was gonna find revives, but wait, there's an upstairs. I know that. Wait, how much money do I have? Oh, yeah. I want to buy some revives. Because if we lose once, which, who knows? You know, let's just play it safe, right? Okay, no, you don't have any revives. Where do you buy revives in this game? Is it at the outskirts stand? Or is it in a gate village? Okay, what do you got? Full heal, netball, time. Nope. Well, we're gonna check a gate village then. Is there a shop in Pyrite? I'm pretty sure there is. I mean, it's not a big deal if I don't get any revives. It's just better safe than sorry, right? There they are. I don't know how... Oh, I have 3. Let's have a total of 7. And let's... I have 8. There we go. That will work fine. Will we need them? Probably not, but we have them available. Oh, wait. I have PP ups. I'm gonna use them on Brick Break. There we go. You can only use 3 per move. See? And I'll use the other 3 on Megahorn when I get it. I'm not going to bother with Rock Slide and Swords Dance because I will be dropping them at some point when we do contests. So, yeah. Let's go back to Mount Battle. I know, so exciting. So, for this ribbon... We gotta do Mount Battle from 1 to 100. Start at the very beginning. We cannot leave, and we cannot swap our team members with the PC. So, obviously, Heracross is going to be, you know, main team. But I need to figure out... Like, okay, hold on. I'm using Heracross, Starmie, and Metagross for sure. They need the training as well, because I need them leveled up for Battle Tower. I need to figure out what other team members I'm going to use. And it's going to be, you know, my main team, or the options of my main team. So, 1, 2, I'm missing one. There you are. Okay, I need to figure out which of these 4 I want to put in my team. So, I think I already have some ideas in mind. I don't think I'm going to use Quagsire. Sure, Earthquake and Surf is nice, but I have Surf here and I have Earthquake here. And I already have a Water type, so yeah, I lose out on the ground typing to ignore electric moves, but I think I'll be fine with, like, Metagross. But because I have Earthquake, I think I want Mischievous to pair up with as an option. I don't have a Fire move, and just in case I run into something like a Scizor, Typhlosion would be nice to have. It also helps that they are high level, but I wasn't thinking of that. The last one, though. Mixed attacker, special attacker. Special attacker, physical with a little bit of mix. Because I have Starmie, I am not going to use Espeon. Oh, I guess that's a way to get a Twisted Spoon without using Thief. Just trade it from Colosseum. Okay. Interesting. I have 2 options. Ampharos or Granbull. They both have their uses. Sadly, Ampharos can really only use Thunderbolt, which Starmie has. But Ampharos is the same type attack boost, and we have, what was it, Light Screen or Reflect? What do we... Yeah, it was Light Screen. And Thunder Wave. Those are all good moves. But then we got Granbull here. A decent physical attacker with... but very low speed, but it has Intimidate. Intimidate is very helpful. And it also has Earthquake, but I would have to pair that up with Mischievous. Or just don't use Earthquake. What to go with? It is between these two. Starmie has both of these kind of covered. And I have Earthquake with Metagross, so. I could have double Earthquake, but it's probably not the smartest idea. Or I have Thunder Wave. Special attack, physical, mixed attacker. Right? Shadow Ball, Psychic. Confuse Ray can troll a bit, and Pain Split. Yeah, basically a mixed attacker. I think Intimidate is going to be very useful. Sure, I lose out on speed. Well, they're both pretty slow, but I think we'll be okay. I think we're going to go with Granbull. Just going to save beforehand. And let's get started. Mount battle one more time. Not for the last time. We gotta start from Area 1. Area 1 to 100. Can't swap out. If I want Ampharos, well, tough. I would have to start over, so. Now, obviously, it's going to be a little bit easy for a while. But we can use the levels. So I want to start with Heracross. And I could just spam Rock Slide and Surf. Luckily with the Mystic Water, it'll actually power up Surf. Even though Surf is already split in damage. So I think it just makes it like normal damage. Same thing with Rock Slide. At least this time, this is just about winning. So, yeah, I'm not worried about like, oh, I hope you get into hyper mode. No. We're here for the experience and the ribbon. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't swap them here. Dang it. Oh, well. Even Ruby and Sapphire had that right. You could swap them in battle. Hell, even Gen 1 got that right. Yeah. Heracross needs 5 levels for Mega Horn, so yeah. It's going fine, Hot Corn Dog. We are doing Mount Battle again for the ribbon this time. I know it's been so long since we were back in the Ori region. So nostalgic. I swear. But we got Heracross, Storm... I'll show you my team. We got Heracross, Starmie, Metagross, Mischievous, Typhlosion, and Granbull. That's who I'm taking Mount Battle, who I'm using for Mount Battle. It felt it was just like a week you were here. Time passes so fast. I know. I know, like, it was so long ago. How's it going, Hot Corn Dog? We'll probably split this in 2. Probably do the first 50, maybe 60, and then do the rest on another stream. At least I don't have to worry about hyper mode and stuff. It's just win. You're watching YouTube videos of the voice AI stuff of you. Oh, right. I haven't watched any of them. There's one where it's like, debating, like, I think Zelda games, something about Fire Emblem. I haven't watched any of them. Are they any good? I know, this is so interesting. Mount Battle, it is such an interesting area. Clearly. The first round of Heroes Rises ended. Oh, okay. Both Edelgards lost. There were two. Alright. Rearm Grima lost. And, Crom Robin lost. Really? Okay. So, it's Ninja Camilla. It was the Demon Lord. What were the other two? Starmie is just sweeping Mount Battle. Legendary Veronica, Ninja Camilla. I already said Ninja Camilla. I said Ninja Camilla and Demon Lord, Demon King. So Veronica was one of them. What was the other one? Was it like a Lucina or something? Orphelia. Okay. Speaking of Fire Emblem, on my own time, I've been replaying Fire Emblem Fates Revelations on my own time, right? Just to re-experience it. I hadn't played Revelations since it came out, right? And I got about halfway through where you get basically all your units, and I took the time to support them. Get them all supported up and paired up. Get that done and over with. I have like one more pair to go, and then I can move on with the main game. It's usually good. It depends on what the topic is and who makes the videos. Oh, okay. Before I forget, that way I don't have to. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them. I just know there is a Fire Emblem one. To move Rock Slide to the top slot, I could just mash A. Not that it matters. Starmie's just gonna wipe the floor with them with Surf. But yeah, I only got one more pair for Revelations to get done, and then I can move on and finish the game. But because this is the Revelations playthrough, I'm gonna spend time. I want to mess around with like getting good skills for like at least for almost all the characters. Who's the pair? It's Hinata and Selena. That's the last pair I need to do for the file. Because in Revelation, each of the character can marry one of two people from the other country. And because this is my second playthrough of Revelation, I will have all of those pairings done for the support log. Oh no, Whooper can absorb the water. This means Heracross can actually do something. For once. The only reason I didn't get it done is because my battery was getting low, so. There we go. But yeah, I didn't mess too much with the DLC in any of my playthroughs. Like, I think I tried once and then I died or something in one of the... In the ones where you see the backstory of, for Odin, what was it, Laszlo and Severa. I don't think I didn't do too much of the DLC. I really only used the DLC for, like, grinding purposes. So I want to actually take the time to actually experience the DLC. But I also want to mess around with, like, getting good skills. And figure out what skills to pass down to the child units and stuff. It's not as simple as, like, Awakening, where it's like, oh, do you have Gale Force? Would the child not be able to get Gale Force? Give him Gale Force. It's either give him Gale Force or give him Counter. Or both. Train the current units like Pokemon so the childs can learn the same moves. Pretty much. So that way they could get egg moves. But I don't really know if getting these skills is as necessary as it was in Awakening. Because the child inherits, like, I think the parents' like skill tree or something, so I don't think it really matters. I think it just saves a little bit of time, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. You fool! Just sends two of them out to faint. Didn't think I had two of these types of moves. Oh no, it's just your Jigglypuff. Whatever shall be done. Let's do something maybe a little bit different. I like how Ice Beam just has this chunk of ice at the front. Almost like an ice bullet. And there we go. That's the first 10 done. 90 more to go. Oh yeah, once I'm done with that Awakening not Awakening, the Fates playthrough, I will move on to Shadows of Valentia. But what that will probably mean is I won't actually start a new playthrough until I get all the supports done beforehand. Just get them all done for the support log. Hopefully it won't take that long, right? Right? Oh, my dog's having a dream. I have never played the original FE2. I've only played Shadows of Valentia. So, technically I haven't played FE2, but because I played Shadows of Valentia, they're basically the same thing. From what I've seen of videos and such, it's mostly just, I think it's just archaic design with the original game, because of it being on the NES. From what I understand, Shadows of Valentia just... it's a faithful recreation, but in some cases, just to a detriment. But I do want to replay it again. And in that one, I never even touched the DLC. Because I didn't even buy it till, like, this last few months. That is true, yeah. Shadows of Valentia added a few original characters. Faye being one of them. And based on what I've heard, like, these new characters are not as well-liked as the original characters. I think mostly because just because they're shoehorned in. You know, they weren't there originally. Kind of like the whole Chris situation in New Mystery of the Emblem. But also, they're more tropey, from what I understand. Like, all Faye's character is that she is in love with Alm, and that's it. Like, that's her entire character. That's just an anime personality, you know? I don't remember all the original characters. I know one other character that's not in the original FE2, but I forget his name. I got time to kill. I'm gonna look it up. You found out through the Heroes manga? There's a Heroes manga? Characters. I didn't even know there was a manga. Okay, let me see if I can find the OG character, the new character. Stupid ads just popping up everywhere. Won't leave me alone. Okay, let's see. I know what he looks like, I just don't... Oh, I think it's Conrad is one made for Shadows of Valentia. Those are the only two that I know for a fact that were made for the remake. There is, but it's like individual one-shot daily life stuff. Oh, okay. Once she was summoned, she asked if Alm was there. Kieran said no and was promptly leaves back to her world. Okay, that's kind of funny. Is it good? Even if it's just daily one-shots, like for a crossover like that, you kind of want just character interactions that you would never get, you know? Like, if it's just daily life stuff, as long as they're talking to other characters and just bouncing off each other, I think that's good enough. Even if the manga doesn't do anything that big, like, you know, something world-threatening, you know? I mean, you could easily make one, but I think that's just what the phone game is for. Although, I don't remember much of any of the stories that I did in Heroes. I think I just kind of sped through text. Is there that many character interactions in Fae? Like, it's just normal Fae. And I'm talking about more like Xander talking to Marth, not necessarily the OG characters talking to Xander. I just threw Xander out as an example, but I don't remember too much of Fae's plot. At some point, I just kind of wanted to get through it. Just be like, oh, I'm far behind. Let's just try to get these missions done. Boop, 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 boop. And now, I haven't played in such a long time. I might as well just be considered a new player. A large amount of interactions between heroes with different worlds. Okay. So, not really in normal Fae. I figured. But if that's actually a thing in the manga stuff, I would think that'd be kind of fun. The problem with Fae, you probably can't do a lot of interactions like that because you have to actually have the characters, right? And it's a gacha game, so you can't always get the characters. So they have a more... So whenever story stuff happens, it's the OG characters talking to one of these old characters from the main games. But you don't really get a lot of interactions within the other games themselves, I guess. Now, if the structure was more like how Dissidia Opera Omnia does things, then you totally could, because they do that all the time. That's the whole point. But their structure is a bit different, so... It's still a gacha game, but the structure is not... the gacha elements is not 100% the same. Honestly, I think I just like the way Dissidia handles the gacha system. 4G Bond sometimes shows interactions with characters. Allura's 4G Bond, she talks to Marth. Makes sense. But that doesn't really... It's not that big of a deal because she does that in the main game anyway. So that's not really that special. Unless there's something different between normal Marth and stand Marth. If there is a difference, don't tell me. Yeah, that might actually be indicated in the main engage playthrough, because I haven't beaten the game yet. So, maybe we'll find out. Or not, I don't know. I don't have my hopes up on that aspect. No, I'm not talking about Fae. I'm talking about more engaged, but yeah. I've been slowing down on how much I'm playing Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. I'm kind of at that point where I've already done a lot of the collecting aspects, so I just kind of jump in, do my daily sometimes, And even then, I've been skipping days. But I do jump into, like, some of the big events. Alright. I've been kind of slacking on Opera Omnia for a little while. I don't know, after, maybe burnout is the thing. It does kind of feel like, you know, every time we get close to being able to, like, get the characters maxed out, it's just like, oh, here's a new thing you can do. Here's a new weapon. Like, oh, great. But what to expect? It's a mobile game. A mobile gacha game. But again, I'd rather have a new weapon for a character than just like, oh, I have to get my 12th Camilla, but she's in a different outfit. Although, buying alternate costumes into City is pretty spendy. But it's just cosmetic, so there's a trade-off there. Although in Tessia, I don't think we've only gotten costumes that were in their actual games. I don't think we ever got a costume that's like a specific Valentine's or a holiday one. So I don't think, they haven't done anything like that. Honestly, kind of surprising. As far as I'm aware, anyway. There's a part of me that wants to jump back in to Heroes a little bit. But I'm so far behind that it's just like, oh no, what do I need to learn? What do I need to relearn? What should I be doing? Oh, just the thought of having to make a... You were wrong. It's not a leader support convo. It was the forging bonds little story. Oh, okay. Like, I don't know. I just hear the idea of like, oh, just a single Crom, you can make different builds. I'm like, that's kind of intimidating. Sounds like a lot of resources. I'd probably just do the basic one, but like, I also don't really care for PvP, but I know I need to do it for like feathers and stuff. I don't know. Mostly with Faye, I was interested in like getting level 5 max level, so I could get like that special like support conversation, and it fills into the log, you know. So I think I just realized something. Because Heracross is back in the game where she was caught in, she doesn't get a boosted experience. But Starmie will. Gained a boosted, yep. So Starmie's gonna level up faster. Also, is there just a good website for Faye for me to like do research and like figure out strategies and stuff? Because Like a really good website so I could just look everything over. Because maybe if I had a reference website to look at, I probably would go back. Maybe. And by reference site, I mean something I could basically just copy and paste. No, but yeah. For kits, not really. There's always budget builds and don't get updated. So there really isn't a good website to reference. And it doesn't have to be a website just for character builds. It could just be explaining other things and what a good guide of what things do and what I should be doing. Also, I just don't... the stamina system is also just very annoying. You know, just be like, oh, you can only play this much a day. Like, I want to do more grinding. Why are you doing this to me? There's websites that checks which units have what skills do, and rough suggestions on who can use them well. Obviously, in a game that has PvP, you probably can't be definitive on what movesets you should be doing. I get that. I'm used to Pokemon. But, like, yeah. I feel like if I were to rely on, like, I probably wouldn't make multiple builds. I'd probably just use the, whatever the best build is, quote-unquote. And, if I have to deal with something that I might as well just use a different character and not make multiple builds, because I feel like I would just get confused. It's more meta-based stuff rather than builds. Yeah. Yeah. Not saying build units can't win, but it's much easier to win with new units with the new weapons than old maxed out units. Yeah. Power creep is an annoying thing, isn't it? Fae doesn't have anything like raids, do they? I don't think... No, that... Fire Emblem doesn't really... that gameplay style doesn't really work with raid type situations, would it? No, Surf actually didn't take out Oddish, but, you know, makes sense. Oddish is part grass. There's Aether Raids. Probably not. Isn't that still basically a PvP sort of thing? The raids I'm more talking about is more like you and a couple other people team up to defeat one big boss, but I don't think that's... No, Fire Emblem really wouldn't work that way. Fire Emblem's not a traditional RPG. It's a strategy, so that doesn't work. Oh yeah, Heracross got a level. I remember I was playing a bit when I think Aether Raids first popped up, and I'm just like, this is just another thing I need to keep track of. And I was still like far behind, so I'm like, I don't really know. Molly, what are you doing? Hi. Hi, Act. How's it going? We're just going through... What's Molly doing? She's just looking at herself. She's fine. She needs a bath. She's getting one this weekend. What's going on, Act? We're just going through Mount Battle again. And Hot Corn Dog and I are basically just talking about Faye because it's Mount Battle. Again. I'm doing fine. How's it going on your end? It's gonna be pretty easy battles until we get to maybe... battle 40, maybe. Kinda every week there's Mjolnir Strike. That's really PvE. With a fresh coat of paint. The closest thing to raids would be Frontline Families. Bone Gauntlet. Almost done with work. Nice! Almost done. Almost ready for the weekend. Get to go back to Radiant Dawn over the weekend, huh, Act? There's gonna be a snowstorm over there. Oh no. That might cause problems with the stream. Because we'll see, I guess. I'm pretty sure that was the cause of... there was like one stream I couldn't do because of internet connections. And it was snowing that day, so... So, who knows? We'll see. By the way, Act, what chapter are you on in Radiant Dawn now? I know you're in, like, part 3. I'm trying to figure out which part I'm at. I feel like you're probably getting close. You're on part 3, chapter 4. Okay. That's where you are. Let me check Let me check the one before it. Okay, yeah, I'm recognizing it. That sounds right. I'm gonna try to figure out where I'm at. I think I'm... Is this it? No, this doesn't sound right. No, that ain't right. Because you might be close to where I'm at. Because I still haven't beaten the game. No, that ain't it. I did play it, but I stopped for a while, and I haven't gone back. So, and this was like a while, like over a year sort of thing. Maybe I'm on part 4. No, that doesn't look right. No, that's... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tell you the truth, that there's 27 parts. I know it's a very long game. My bad. Clearly, 27. 27 parts. It's a very long game, I assure you. Am I, Act? Am I? You'll have to find out. I'm gonna have to just check each chapter just to figure out. Figure out which one I'm at. I know it's not interesting, but it's Mount Battle. What do you expect? No, that ain't it. Oh, look. Battle number 30. That's nice. We beat it. Yay. Found a manga chapter with Duma and Milla. There's so many Fire Emblem characters. Which ones are those again? Oh, I think I found what chapter I've beaten. Hold on. I am so close. I need to go back and finish this. Come on. I got like what? 2. Okay, I got like 8 chapters to go, but still, I'm still pretty close. Dang it. I need to go back and finish that. I'll say this, Act. If you do get farther than me, and I'll probably still end up watching. Because sure, it's spoilers, but I have plenty of opportunity to go back and finish Radiant Dawn myself. That if I don't do it myself, and you get further than me, I'll probably still watch. I have plenty of opportunity to do it myself. Is she the rival to Duma? Duma and Milla, are those the... Are those two from Shadows of Valentia? Again, there's so many Fire Emblem characters, it's sometimes hard for me to keep track. You post the chapter. You know what? You could go ahead and do that. I might just bookmark it because I'm kind of interested in looking into these manga chapters, these mango chapters. I didn't know these existed. Okay, Milla looks familiar. Looks like it's on a Nintendo website. I'm just gonna bookmark it for now. Go back to it later. Yeah, I did not know these existed. Probably look through them at some point. I don't know. I get distracted by other things. Yeah, with Radiant Dawn a few months ago, like, I went back and I finished a chapter, and then I stopped again. I had the intention to go back and do more, and maybe even beat the game. I beat the one chapter after a few attempts, and then I stopped again. Like, yeah, so... I don't think it's a case of Radiant Dawn being bad. It's just, maybe it's my interest, or maybe I'm just not in that headspace to play a Wii game. I don't know. Wii games are not nostalgic yet. So I don't have the interest. I don't know. Alright, see you later, Hawkhorn Dog. Yeah, not only do I need to finish Radiant Dawn, I technically need to finish FE1, but at the same time, I've also beaten the remake, so there's a less incentive for me to do that. But I'm still like 2 chapters away from beating that game. I need to just go back and finish it. I will admit, it's a little jank, but I kind of enjoy the jank. There's something... It's just like, oh, it's the first game. Come on. I expect a bit of jank. Is there any reason for me to play FE2 if I've played Shadows of Valentia? I don't know if there is. Or I should say, I don't think there's a reason for me to go out of my way to play it. Unless I was doing, like, a big retrospective of some sort. Like, if FE2 got a release like what FE1 did, then sure, I'll play it. But I don't know if I need to go out of my way to download the ROM and a fan translation if I already have Shadows of Valentia. Kind of like with FE1 and the remake. I already had the remake. So I felt no need to go back to play it. But I went back because, you know, they sold it on the Switch. And, you know, the whole limited time release thing. That was stupid. I still don't understand why they did that. Obviously, for the physical collection, sure, but digitally, I still don't understand why they took it off. You haven't put it on Switch Online or anything. That still hasn't resurfaced. Hi, Molly. Hi. Yes. You're doing okay. You're doing okay. Yes, you want attention. You just want attention. I was gonna say, Fire Emblem doesn't have that many remakes, but it has a decent amount. Actually, I would say probably half of Fire Emblem's log might be remakes. Maybe not half. FE3, half of it's a remake. And, okay, yeah, and then you have to jump all the way to 9 and 10. No, not 9 and 10. I'm sorry. 11 and 12 for remakes. Oh, no. Yeah, never mind. Only like 4 of them are remakes. I thought there were more for whatever reason. Kind of interesting that Fire Emblem is mostly new games. They don't really do too many remakes. We just reference the other games a lot in the more recent games. Again, we kind of have an easy time until maybe Battle 40. That's maybe when we actually need to start focusing and paying attention. Heracross is so close to a level. But that's still not the level we're looking for. Oh, this is too bad for you. This is just too bad. There we go. 3 more levels to go for Mega Horn. Could you make a Fire Emblem RPG? Like a more traditional JRPG? Or would that already be just too far separated from the main series? I mean, we already got Warriors, so what difference does it make? Obviously, you count it as a spin-off, but... At this point, I'm rambling. If you had a traditional RPG with Fire Emblem, would you just lose the point of Fire Emblem with that? Or would it be just a fun side thing? If it was a one and done? I feel like you could. I think it could probably work fine. Especially if you consider it like a crossover game. Kind of like Dissidia. I just wanted Dissidia, but with Fire Emblem, okay? Ah, the rock type trainer. Sucks to be you. Bye-bye. So, I think earlier this week, they Pokemon announced like the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, right? They announced a few things. I went on the eShop today on Switch, and because I was looking for something else. I didn't download Pokemon Home, so I decided to download it, because I'm going to need that in the future. But I decided, oh, you know what? Let's look at the price for the DLC, right? The DLC is $35. It's a little much. I mean, yeah, it's 2 packs, but it's... I know that's around the same price as Sword and Shields, but it still sounds a little much. You know, there's, you know, they have 2 games, so, like, if you had both and you want the DLC for both, you need to pay for it twice. I don't understand why they just don't have the DLC as one purchase. I didn't even watch the full thing act. I only saw, like, the last couple clips. Basically, the DLC announcement and, the 2 Paradox Pokemon announcement. That's really all I saw. I didn't see anything else. Nothing really caught my eye. I guess Pokemon Sleep is actually going to be a thing still. I remember when that was announced years ago. But I don't really understand why they don't just let you buy the DLC once, and it just checks to see which game you have. And just apply it to that game, I guess. So that way you don't need to buy it twice if you buy both versions. What that basically means is, like, if you, as someone who bought, like, every version of Pokemon for a while, until Sword and Shield, Scarlet's $60, Violet's $60, DLC $35, DLC $35. You're spending, like, what, $250 right there? I mean, sure, you don't need the DLC for both, but why wouldn't you? Probably would, because they probably have exclusive stuff. I mean, sure, there's trading, but my point is, you could just they could make it to where you only buy the DLC once. Unless I'm misreading it. Maybe you can only buy the DLC once and it just applies to both. I didn't really look too much into it. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if they just make you pay for it twice. You know what? Instead of rambling and just assuming, let's look it up. Times. Do we have any? Okay, let's look at Sword and Shield, because that's probably what they're gonna do. If you buy the DLC, you can put it on either on Sword or Shield. You need to buy it twice to put it on both. Yep. But you don't need to pick because it can be used on either of them, so buy it. Yeah, okay, so Sword and Shield, they made you buy it twice. Yeah. Yeah, so Sword and Shield made you pay for it twice, and you know what? Sword and Shield sold well, so that just told Game Freak, no, you could get away with doing this again. I don't know if I will, but I might end up buying the DLC because I'm a shill. But I'm definitely gonna wait. It's one of those wait and see sort of deals. Especially, Game Freak's asking me to pay 35 bucks for it, so. Definitely one of those wait and see. If it's any good. If it's anything like Sword and Shield, from what I heard with Sword and Shield's DLC, the first expansion wasn't too great, but the second one was. I feel like there's probably another way for you to be able to handle the DLC and not make you pay for it twice. I mean, I guess they're not making you, but they're gonna send you. They're gonna be like, "Oh, but you want to pay for it twice, right?" Honestly, the stuff on my mind right now that I need to consider, I still need to purchase the Battle Network collection, because I will be playing that. And I also need to consider the Fire Emblem Engage DLC. Because, you know, because I'm streaming that, might as well buy it, right? Although, even though I'm planning on buying the DLC for the new Fire Emblem, so I can stream it, I'm thinking I'm gonna wait until at least the story portion comes out. Because they already said that one of the waves of DLC is going to be like a new story, like this little short story thing, kind of like what they did with the Ashen Wolves in Three Houses. Same stuff. Rock, slide, surf. Some of the Pokemon are surviving, but that's usually due to type advantages than level. See? Corsair survived. And that was neutral, too. I think I read for Emerald's Battle Tower with the open level, I thought I read something that the Pokemon need to at least be level 60. I don't know if that's true. I need to look into that. So, but I think there might actually be the lowest level you can actually be at. And maybe we'll just train until we get to level 60. Well, I could just use Elite Four for that or something. There's a lot of games I need to get back to. Just distracted by other things. I get distracted by other things for one reason or another. Octopath Traveler 2 came out recently, so it got me thinking of going back to Octopath 1. But that wasn't really because I got distracted. That was more because the game wanted me to do more level grinding again. I'm just like, no, I don't want to do this right now. I think it's almost a year since I played it. So, because I started playing it somewhere in April last year. I played for a little while, but then the game wanted me to do more grinding. We'll just spam the same move, it doesn't matter. Gloom's not going to make it much farther. Wait. Oh! I thought it was level 55. We got Mega Horn. Endure. Get rid of Endure. Was it a different level for Colosseum? Sweet. Oh, 53. Oh, okay. I thought it was 55. Either way. Gonna rearrange the moves just a little bit. I'll still keep Rock Slide up front. Because of this whole thing. It works better to have that up front. But it's nice to have Mega Horn. It doesn't really do good on accuracy, but it's strong. And we have a way to take down psychic types. Not dark. We already had Brick for that. Other grass types. You see, this would be a good fight for Mega Horn. If it wasn't for the fact that Rock Slide is still the better move here. See what I mean? I didn't even get to Rock Slide. Oh no, Kadabra's physical defenses is so low that Rock Slide will be enough. And I'm pretty sure Rock Slide had more accuracy. Now this is a matchup where Mega Horn would actually be okay. Too bad we're not going to see it. From what I heard, apparently Metroid Fusion is going on Switch Online soon. That's a good game. Like, kind of want... Part of me wants to replay that. The only way I own it, though, was from... is on the 3DS version through the Ambassador program. Maybe one day I'll go through the Metroid games on stream. Although, because Metroid Prime Remastered is a thing, it makes me wonder if they're going to do the other two. So it makes me kind of want to just hold off, at least on the Metroid Prime stuff, until all three might get remastered. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, though. But now, because the first one exists now, it makes me wonder if they are going to do the other two. Still have no sign of Metroid Prime 4, though. Haven't heard of that in a while. Not since they announced that Nintendo's like, okay, no, we're just gonna completely start over with what we were doing, and then actually let Retro Studios do it. And that was like 2 years after the first announcement. Yeah, it was just weekend. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Almost there to round 50. Almost there. We are making good time. I'm debating on if I should do another tier or if I should just save the second half for another stream. I don't think I'll do both in the same stream. Do the full thing in a single stream, though. I might split it up. Although we're still kind of in, like, the mindless phase where I'm just spamming Surf and Rock Slide, not really thinking about it. Break. I don't know, just something else. This was still pretty easy. I still just spam Surf and Rock Slide. And they don't stand a chance. Because I know you can save in between, but you just cannot swap team members or leave, so... Oh no, Masquerain is totally not going to do well. Same thing with Golbat. Rock Slide is just going to... Oh no, Intimidate. That's actually going to be a problem. We'll see if anyone survives. Oh, Golbat did. Intimidate probably helped you. Well, Pelipper will probably survive an attack. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt Rock Slide. And there he goes. Get out of here, Golbat. You're not even Crobat. Crobat's way better. Golbat just kind of sucks. I'm so glad Crobat exists, because it's actually a good Pokemon. You know what? Let's do another 10. Let's do another 10, battles. Still kinda in that mindless, just spam Surf and Rock Slide. And, like, they die in one hit. Or they don't survive past that, you know, sort of thing. Masquerain, with the best ability in doubles, and the worst stat distribution. Pretty much. And, you know, we have an Intimidate user, too. I just haven't used him yet. How's it going, Old Brown Shoe? 50 battles in, and it's mindless right now. By the way, here is my team. I met Metagross here, haven't used him. It's because he has Earthquake, and if I want to use Earthquake, I need Mischievous there. And we have Intimidate with Gramble, so... Whoop. Oops, wrong button. Still kind of in that spam Surf and Rock Slide, and we still do fine. They give Masquerain a 60 base stat boost in Gen 7. And still totally unusable. Oh, that sucks. That's too bad for Masquerain. You know, I feel like starting with, like... It was like Gen 6, I think. Where they actually started making... Maybe it was Gen 7. Where they started making, like, every Pokemon, even the early game ones, have, like, some sort of niche. To where they all have a use. Although they're still, like, the top 20 that everyone uses in meta. But still. I feel like it might have been Gen 7 where they actually started to try to make almost every Pokemon be useful in some way. But Heracross has Mega Horn now. So Heracross has the moveset I wanted to basically keep for a while, but, you know, we still gotta do contests, so we're dropping Swords Dance and Rock Slide for a little bit after we're done with all the battles. We're doing contests last in Gen 3, and then contests are first in Gen 4. So that way I still use the moves and stuff. For Glasses Man was a trainer class. I know. So this means if I was a trainer class, I would be Glasses Man. That's basically what that means. All I need to do is wear like this pink shirt and I could cosplay as Glasses Man. Oh no, Cacnea dodged. Cacnea actually gets to do something this turn. Still pretty mindless. This guy's too normal of a name. You need to... Yeah, you're right. I need to get, like... Just randomly pick 5 letters And that's my name. All you need to do is just get a keyboard. Like, just mess around with the keys a little bit. Just kind of just do that a little bit. And then delete until you get to the first 5. And that's your name. Actually, the most normal name in this game is probably Rui. I mean, Rui's like a Japanese name, but still, that is the most normal name out of this entire game. I don't even think Wes is a normal name. I mean, maybe Wes, but... It's like they put a bunch of monkeys on typewriters and made a list of names from that. Pretty much. That's pretty much what they did. There are some names that are, like, very close to being, like, an actual name, but it's, like, one letter off or something. Okay, now they're actually surviving. I mean, sure, Luip is part grass, so it was neutral, but still. Starmie's level 56. I'm probably going to have to just start using Metagross for a little while, just to give him some levels. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal. I could just always train at the Elite Four if I need to catch up on levels, so it's not a big deal. Yay. Another pretty easy battle. It's pretty easy when you have actually an EV-trained team and moves that hit both of them. Pretty simple. If I remember correct, the Mount Battle in XD is a lot harder. They actually have a higher level Pokemon in the end game. Like, Mount Battle starts at a lower level at the early stuff. Like, even lower than what this is. But then it will get to even a higher level when you get to the final battles. Okay, yeah, it was completely neutral, so... No, we can still just spam Surf, be okay. Luleep just probably had decent special defense. Old Brown Shoe, you might know this, but in Emerald, the open battle, is the minimum level for open battle 60? Or can you just use any Pokemon? I thought I read that for if you want to do open battle, you need to at least be level 60. They will be level 60 if you are below that level. Oh, okay. They will just jump you up to 60. Never, okay. They won't let you use a level 1 Rattata with Focus Sash, Endeavor, Quick Attack. But, you know, at least I don't have to actually train them if I just want them at 60. Good to know. I didn't know they jumped the level up, so that's nice. Oh, wait. The opponents will be level 60. But my level stays the same. Okay, so you can do a level 1 Rattata. Okay. So it would probably be a good idea to at least get to level 60. Okay. We're still just gonna spam Surf and Rock Slide. I'm tempted to swap in for Metagross, but let's just keep using what works. I just noticed the Pokeball on his jacket is upside down. It's kind of weird. I'm not used to seeing the Pokeball with the white on top and the red on the bottom. I mean, I know electric exists, but my point is the normal Pokeball, you always see it, the red part of the Pokeball on top and the white part on the bottom. I guess there technically isn't a right way, but when they constantly show it one way, you get used to it. It's so weird when you see it the other way around. I know, like, that really saves a lot of time in Mount Battle, but that was just a Gen 3 thing where they didn't really think about it. They're just like, oh, this is not a good idea. Yeah, I know, it's great. There's 3. We're probably not getting the 4th. Too defensive. Yeah, no, like, it was not a smart decision. And it backfired immensely. Because double battles weren't a thing before Gen 3, right? So they just probably used their existing, like, engine a lot as a base. Because even in Ruby and Sapphire, that's still the case, where Surf doesn't hit your partner like Earthquake does. And if you take down a Pokemon, they have to throw another one in before. And then you could just use Rock Slide. That's still a thing in Ruby. So, obviously, they didn't think that would be a problem. And then when the people played it and went through Mount Battle like this, they're like, oh no. This actually is a problem. I'm still gonna spam Surf and Rock Slide. Sure, Surf is not gonna... half. Come on, Heracross. Hit them both. Yeah. Yeah, no, they did not think about this, that's for sure. It's great. It definitely speeds up Mount Battle, that's for sure. She had 2 Goldings and 2 Loftus? Thought she had different Pokemon. Oh well. Yeah, it definitely speeds up Mount Battle a lot, that's for sure. Definitely not something you can do in Gen 4. Molly, hi. Yeah, I know, you want attention. You just want attention. Yes. Just got a few more battles to fight number 60. What? God. I'm pretty sure Nuzleaf is going to go for Fake Out. Let's see where we're at, damage-wise. Jeez, even Surf still does a lot of damage to Nuzleaf. And Mawile. Okay. These are the last two? These are the last two. So, Brick, Mawile, and then Surf. Rockslide has a chance to miss, so... But I fully expected Mawile to just faint. Oh, down. That's enough. This area is going pretty quickly, but we're still kind of in that autopilot mode. Yeah, they go up every 5 levels. I think the next tier, they're obviously going from like level 45 to 50 in those in the next area. And that's probably where I'm probably going to have to actually try. So, and even if I don't have to do that for this next one, definitely for the ones after that, that's for sure. Corso survived. And you can save. Because that would be stupid to do it all in one go. Oh, helping hand, make Corsola stronger. Yeah, as long as I don't leave the area. And will we hit with Rock Slide? Answer is yes. Well, at least for Roselia. There we go. Also, another thing that helps Old Brown Shoe is that I have the Heartstone to power up Rock Slide, and I have the Mystic Water to power up Surf. So that definitely does help. Because normally the damage would be split. And, like, cut in half. But I powered it up, so it definitely helps. One more for Battle 60. What team do you have? Well, if this was Gen 6, this would be a fairy type team. 40 more to go, pretty much. Yeah, I knew Azumarill was going to tank that. But hopefully Rock Slide will be enough. Oh no, I just missed. What do we got? Okay. Ariados. You know what? I want a Azumarill out of here, so I'll still be rock sliding. So yeah, kind of a weird team. Just kind of a mix of everything. Ariados survived it. And it was super effective. Okay. Now, if I use Surf, Ariados wouldn't be attacking right now. I just wasn't sure if Rock Slide was going to take down a Azumarill. But maybe I should have gone for Surf. If it took down Welder. Also helps that Starmie is gaining a bunch of experience. Oh, Wobbuffet. Too bad for you. Wobbuffet is an HP sponge. Not really tanky. Starmie is the MVP here. This is something different. Starmie is just a very good Pokemon. And there we go. 60 fights in Mount Battle. I think we're going to stop it here, because I know we're going to get into the fights where it will probably actually take a little bit. We're probably done with mindless just Mash, Surf, and Rock Slide. Maybe for the next area, but going forward after that, I think we're going to have to actually try. So I think use Starmie all the time when playing Ultra Moon Battle Tree. You can slap an offensive item on it. Yeah, give Starmie a life orb, and it's a monster. But I think we'll save the last 40 for next time. Thanks for everyone who showed up. I'm doing these Pokemon Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm doing Fire Emblem on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Pacific time. If you want to see the old streams that are not on Twitch anymore, they're on YouTube at ScottBot64 Stream Archives. Next time, we'll do the other 40. I don't know how long that's actually going to take. I'm just predicting that because we probably will have to stop spamming Surf and Rock Slide, that it will take a little bit more time. So hopefully it'll add up, but we'll see how long it actually takes. Anyway, have a good day. Later.